Ну что ж, всем привет, продолжаем проходить. Это, скорее всего, может быть последняя серия, я не знаю. Увидим, короче. Так, увидим.
The Raker of Solnari. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would, but if this Rarer is as you describe, he will be a...
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but... Right, exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by... As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Notcry, but...
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will... In addition, I believe that the winds of change are... Whether our foe is the Fatui or this...
Well, let's see... Speaking of ally...
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! We've got updates on the what?
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Doesn't matter if he's the Rahir of Solnari or Solari or whatever. You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night... True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie... You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrate. More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits, and you sure have been looking forward to this. Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Notcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel...
I know.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the... Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's... Wait, what? Didn't we just see him? Yeah. It's still new news. So, not... I'll send Anafa over to... Oh. He seemed like a good guy.
The data concurs. This gentleman his character has also received commendation.
Oh, that makes it even worse. Hey, what do you mean? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only got it. Let's go then. Becoming a lot.
My tasks are incomplete. The last few All
right. Must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never!
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we... Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in.
But...
Just follow me.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but
Chishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow... The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a pole. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged door.
entering unopposed. So,
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flints was seen entering and leaving this place.
Flins?
We have tried to contact him, but
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the
to be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flints can come across a bit eccentric, but he also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to... But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal...
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside. So, the evidence points to Flints, and we know that this Flints could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the... Furthermore, Flints has left us with many questions.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flints or Rerir?
yeah! What reason?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge. Likely so that he could
But no matter what, barring identities comes with risks, right?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the... He likely knew then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rerir may have already killed Flints long ago, and been living as him for some time. Yes, that is our ticket.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do. Or
Steady now.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too. I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry, you'll receive a top-class The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might...
oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rarir's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtain? Hey, why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flints on our... tossing him into a swirling tumult of... And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they unease grips the hearts of those in...
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt enough.
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah.
You're welcome. I've charged it to...
Hey, you! Keeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead?
Will at last part ways.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a plan. There's something in... Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore?
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flinsa's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
How shall we save you?
Laid bare.
Right now. Emerge. Right now. Ah! We'll be in trouble if these spooky shadows touch us! Quick! Use the lantern!
Perissos.
Sì, o eremos.
Llamalune saccesi forambo calum.
Io sei una persona in suo.
Senti che stun.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first.
Tutto mi nettorai desnevite.
You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now! It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rara out here.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the land. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of and an enviable
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and afterwards I wound up collecting a few more such crystals. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled.
Is that what Rara claimed belonged to him? That must...
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak, but I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should... Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some... And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable...
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing your...
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turn... Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival at... Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for...
well...
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so... They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless...
you mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt enough...
It must belong to a ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to...
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But...
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should.
Ah.
So not only is this Rarir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer.
Oh.
But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But the higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose? So he waited. And he waited. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rarir's head.
Oh.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why
could Rara be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion. I understand the situation more or less. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Yeah. Guess Nasha
Let's stop here. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request...
Oh?
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident. Hello?
Ah, you're the special assistant.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. If there's anything else you'd like to look into... Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of... But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate...
We'll do our part too. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again. But we still know nothing about how Flinsa is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flinsa's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do...
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, I calculated that you would have already entered. So I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal, as I thought. Your
The perks of being veteran?
Your composure is more impressive still. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Just as I... Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the Wild Hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of...
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full... He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with... Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well... that makes things simpler. In that case... When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe.
Oh, if we can't get any... Oh, the longer we're stuck here... You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the... It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major.
That's right! If only there were some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but...
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And remember to pick me up by the window.
It's you two. And Flints. Given the hour, I guess
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sosi. Oh. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run... His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. And I understood. Completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for it. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeeper. What's with the...
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hintsa. We can't make everything public yet. But once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and...
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes...
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was 8 days ago. He had yet to act. But at some point, with the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black... Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. But how would that help Rarir assuming he plans to collect the fragments?
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like we'll have to fight Rarir eventually. And we'll do...
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my...
Well, guess what...
That would be good, yes. Feel free...
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather.
I suppose we could all take a moment. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a Lightkeeper...
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at.
All right. I suppose I do owe you... Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish... You know humans well. And natural... But some things that humans would consider
So... You mean...
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance.
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light.
Is that why you chose?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my path, but I was freshly awoken. And the survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was...
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, nonetheless. There are still some... Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I...
Well, you need us to...
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a back...
Can you even go back there right now? Aren't there...
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things... And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around...
All right, then. We'll trust you.
I didn't take... Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my...
Paimon's lips are sealed, too.
All right. Thanks again.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
It's getting late.
Noise! What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flinsa? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest.
Resting? We're all about to be done for! Flinsa is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, they'll...
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done.
Or are you in cahoots with him?
What happened? Did something leak out? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do we... It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to... Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving... Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have...
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappy... Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid... Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial...
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait! It's...
All right, all right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them...
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal.
Come on, everyone!
No sign of Flinsa.
But how can that be? Hasn't he...
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to up... So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something.
Yeah, how did they...
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must then, early this morning, a group of people, everyone started throwing out the names of possible... And amidst it all, Flinsa's name started gaining more...
So, did... And that's where Yehoda, while everyone was super focused on the...
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flinsa...
Aw, come on, boss.
We initially intended to bring Flinsa back to the curatorium and wait those people out, but I never I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left...
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Well, out of harm's way to...
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is... We got like...
All right then. Yeah, let's have this discussion over... I see. So Flinsa has a fragment taken...
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on it?
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gotten still, so it's probably of no...
In that case, Rerir shouldn't have any...
If I were him, I would have simply turned...
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? Some of these must have been Rerir's doing. He must...
This much is pretty easy to understand, but...
Maybe 'cause that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself?
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to... Ooh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry...
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta just...
Lightkeeper operations have just about... Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues...
Then we best act fast.
A feeling we all share.
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with urgently. But I believe...
Works for me. Enough and I will take our workshop assistants.
The curatorium will handle another.
And we Frostmoon Scions shall deal with the remaining.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone.
Never mind you.
Let's head out then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our folk...
Gotcha! Stay...
Huh. Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flinsa dropped by already?
Well, considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going. No one's guarding this place, just like he said.
This way. Let's move. We're running out of time.
Ah! There you are! Okay, let's split up. Or not! How are we supposed to read through this many...
Difficult, yes. But it is also our most efficient to expose the true intentions of this Rerir. We need...
Hope we don't land on our heads, then. Ah! Ghost! That file suddenly moved by itself! This is a graveyard, right, Flinsa?
Many strange things happen here. But
that file really did move. Hey, come out! Don't scare...
Wild hunt phenom... Are we being given hints?
Really? Hey, seriously, another one? Huh. Phew! Finally finished.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale.
I'm on as well. Guess that makes...
Whatever this is, it seems...
All right. Paimon will go... All these incidents look...
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt... And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt...
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone.
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained...
Ah! And here's another similarity. Kuvaki and nearby...
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually... We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily... But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain. Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call it tide seals...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki... And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies...
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
What are you referring to?
Oh, we had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically...
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with... It begs the question. What makes it... That's odd. We shouldn't have any I'll go take a look. Ah, it's... an IB...
It's carrying a letter! Oh, Lala must... Let's...
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town. It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste.
That's gotta be Rarear's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already...
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
Huh? What should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. One moment. Just let me get this news to Lauma.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here, as expected.
Так, секундочку, перед тем, что пиздиться, я отойду ненадолго. Так. Что ж, погнали, проходи дальше.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use powers you neither comp, but it is also thanks to you that I found a way.
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round...
Such. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why when all they see is the Wild Hunt surging up everywhere they look? This is the truth I have revealed to them. They did this all of their... The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of each...
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then?
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aina would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame that in their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would see this fragment. It once haunted your dreams. But now...
That...
Sorry.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself. Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner.
What do you even say?
Huh. So the terror of the wild hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself. Upon each time, the fragments while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from...
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
Dying? Such power has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endure, I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my...
Traveler! Behind you! Look at that light!
Dang it! Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated, likely in
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the bird.
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rare's plan. Not only... Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back in...
I'm back! I'm back! Oh, it's bad out there. Rumors flying but that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis. So they're getting ready to make a run for it.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when...
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire...
Even so...
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strong...
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also...
Well, about that... People have been talking about how...
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Let me over there. What are they gonna do?
They might. If Rare has already formulated... For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the... Oh, you're back. And you have a letter? The Traveler won't make it back in time.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? What?
Assessing risk level.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Then he's prepared for the worst.
And we must ensure that his trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt.
Is that Lady Lauma? But are you really her?
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on
I do, yes. So but why are you here? Really, I believe you.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon.
But
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties, but you chose to leave the island. You had the It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as I seek to redress this injustice. Not only for you, but for... Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that...
Thank you, my lady.
Then come. I need you to step...
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person.
Huh? You're not coming with...
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power. Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone!
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
It's you, Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
I always knew something was off about you. You're actually some abyssal creature, aren't you?
It's time to teach the lesson. You go.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's all right now. Go, quickly.
You wretched monsters! You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
The monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction. The choice has always been yours to make, and it remains so, even now.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Enough.
Orders received and immediately deferred.
Please, everyone, listen to me. I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that otherwise rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me. I am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the fall.
Let's go, Anafa. This way up. This is making me dizzier than I expected.
Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry. Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here?
Ultimatum Butterfly. Inspiration Chase. Defensive mode engaged. Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
This isn't good enough, we gotta hurry!
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete.
Alright, let's...
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damn it.
No! I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that. We are out of time.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Sigisato passa sax, intimi potuvitos. In necritus necrus baptisi, que ondes tu zonos pentusi. Osesticos palatin pirantur misurucu, topia tua eition veraton.
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish. Torpid. I can barely muster 10% of my original strength.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What's with him?
pitifully granddaughter. Flinders.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone. All that's left is the calamity you see before you.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly in you. Matter not. Does anything in this world. You too have the potential to be driven mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid, how laughable that you should die for their sake.
You're wrong. The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed. Knowledge is the true pillar of the world. You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have advised. Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then.
Columbina! What did you do that for? I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive counter—
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would—
Oh, so you actually thought you could win. Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try—
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were— There's a Fatui warrant out on your head. And don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and—
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hobbles again! Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Well, anyway, thank you.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the Eternal Moon Goddess cannot fall into his hands, and then well, I brought your associate along for the ride, too.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please.
Still, what do we do now? Rarer's gotten stronger again. At this point,
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his... But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now.
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island.
No.
I see.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing.
In that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry. My strength. It seems my time.
Fortunately, we were able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt, but the Rapier of Solnari has now gained a complete form. While we still...
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is no one here familiar with Kukusaur?
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy...
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason. If his objective had been revenge alone...
Is there, still time for me to tender my... Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss,
So my cannon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now. That's right. And it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get...
Flinsa, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained...
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy...
Point taken.
You mean you're being promoted? Was Paimon the only one who didn't get...
Well, if you've got a moment... There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on it. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light slowly. Gradually he came to think, I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to... Perhaps his end was tragic. But every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I've heard that one too. Is that so? Well, you're right. But we will pursue him to the last. Even if the outcome, it is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them.
What are you two talking about? Care to explain? Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paid, even as we hurry on, bruised and until it closes its eyes in the depths of night. Thank you for everything, Sergeant
Hey, it's the Wanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet? What are you doing here?
Was it not you who recommended
Yeah, but aren't you afraid of it?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So...
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent. However... Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat? Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of...
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps? I could not gain any insight into his... now that he has donned a shape and form. Selling his power short, but that power of his plays host to an obsession. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at perhaps understanding the subject of his... Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? And what plan is that precisely? Well, I cannot say I care. I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it, but after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been perhaps someone has certain truths they wish, and I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat. I still wish to return to the moon that belonged. That is where the answers lie buried.
Interesting. You followed me this far. Why not
Haha! Right you are. I forgot to introduce... The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand...
Так, ну сейчас проверим. До хрена говна всякого завезли. Так. Шутка закончилась. Ну чё? И чё?
I know. Present.
Ну я так понял, остался ивент, это вроде ивент. Так что, да. В принципе, сюжетка мне понравилась. Только мне вот интересно, она Все открыто, нет? Нет? А, занят другими делами, понял. Ну, тут, короче, всякую фигню еще надо делать. Мне вот интересно, она здесь или нет? Видимо, нет. Ну ладно. А нет. Есть, блядь. А, и здесь еще недоступно, я так понял.
It's just like a seesaw. If you take something from this side and don't put anything on the other, the seesaw will tip over.
Ну, то есть она тут окей. Ну, в принципе, сюжетка норм. Для меня даже по факту лучше, который сейчас, ну, на данный момент есть. Сравнится ли она с Ханкаем или Зенесом, ну, по факту спорно. По сюжету, в принципе, Геншин нормальный, а по другим мне как-то странно судить. Ну, как я сказал, в принципе, ну, из всех персонажей мне нравится, ну, Кирилл, я так слышал, его очень хорошо прям уж хотят поубивать там все и так далее. Ну, я бы тоже хотел, но я хочу кое-кого другого убивать, если она, конечно, будет. Ну, Нефер, или как она там, Нефер, по-моему, как она там называется, блин, забыл уже. Тоже прикольный персонаж, мне понравился. Ну, как я сказал, мне в основном это понравилось, так что, скорее всего, буду ее крутить. Так что, ну, если она будет, я вот хуй поймешь. То на это, то на что хуй поймешь. Так что, да, это прикольно. Я уже заговариваться начал. Ну, короче, увидимся, скорее всего, где-нибудь. Ну, как сказать, где-нибудь. Скорее всего, вот этот ивент я буду проходить сейчас, наверное. Может, он прикольным будет и так далее. А после этого куда-нибудь, ну, где-нибудь и увидимся, ладно. Ой, блядь, ну это, конечно, да. Ну, по крайней мере, сюжетка точно закончилась у нас. Так что прощаемся, хули. Увидимся, скорее всего, на ивенте. Всем пока-пока.